Hello, children. So, today I am with your story writing part, which is an important part of your writing section. You should know how you have to begin your story, how you have to proceed with it, and how to conclude your story. Now, this is again a very important part of your question paper from class 6 to class 10. It is very important. Everybody must know, even after that. In 12th, also, you have this. So, this is a video for everyone to watch so that your writing section becomes stronger. Not only your story writing, but other sections also will improve if you watch till end. I will give you some examples as well related to story writing. Now, as far as the marking scheme for story writing is concerned, we have a word limit should be from 150 to 200 words. And then for format, that is for your title, you should have 1 mark. Then what you include in your content will contain 4 marks. Now, to be very clear with your content portion, your story must start with whatever clue has been given in the question. There must be clarity of plot. You should have a clear idea what you are going to write in your story, how your story should have a logical sequence. Okay, logical sequence of all the events. It should not be like something comes in between and you don't know why this is over here. So everything should be in perfect place, so that should be there. And then the characters or whichever you are including must be well defined. They must be real characters. You should avoid imaginary and extraordinary characters. They should be real, and at the conclusion should be in proper way. Now, for your expression, you have 5 marks. Means how you have presented your work will contain 5 marks for that. Your creativity, your grammatical accuracy, appropriate word limits, spellings, coherence, relevance, originality of your ideas and style. Everything will have that 5 marks. Okay, hope you all have understood what is the marking scheme, and now you understand how important it is. Maybe in the lower classes from 6 to 8, marking scheme varies. Less marks are given for story writing, but it's an important part. You must realize this much. Now, as far as what is story writing, it is a narrative which includes both imaginary as well as your real happenings. It's not that you have to write a real story. No, you can imagine it, but there should be coherency. There should be logical sequence of all your events. So it is a good form of composition and teaches us also a good moral lesson. So you can give a moral lesson also after completing your story writing. So always give a brief introduction and always try to start your story with whatever clue has been given. Use clear cut ideas without making a change in the sequence of incidents while narrating story properly. Plan your story properly, and then first think about a good heading. A good title always attracts people's attention. So interesting start should be given to your story. So always think of eye-catching heading for your story, and your language should be free from grammatical errors, and do not use the ambiguous sentences which are not very clear. Use simple and lucid language which everyone can understand. And if you are not very sure with the spelling of few words, you don't include that word, you just include some other word for that. So this is the way you have to proceed on with your story writing. Now, for one example, just see, you have been given the beginning of a story and you have to write the story based on it. It is a question from CBSE Delhi 2016. CBSE 2016. In that paper, this question had come. On my way to school, I usually see a beggar on the roadside. Yesterday, on my way back, I saw him limping slowly. Out of idle curiosity, I followed him. Soon I found. Now, just see what has been given. You are returning from school and then you saw a beggar on the roadside. And yesterday, what happened? That beggar was slowly walking. Limping means he was not walking properly. He had problem in his legs. And you did not know every day that person was found in that place, why he wanted to go away from that place. You just tried to follow him and what you found. So that should be your imagination. You have to plan, you have to think first, okay, what thing On my way to school, I usually see a beggar on the roadside. Yesterday, on my way back, saw him limping slowly. Out of idle curiosity, I followed him. Soon I found that the beggar could not go any further. He fell down, and when I reached near him, I could see that he was bleeding profusely. No one had taken care of him. He had been knocked down by some rash driver, and the driver had already run away. The people were going on both sides, but nobody was there to stop there and help the person. And I could not stop myself from helping that beggar. I stopped an auto over there, and with much difficulty, I could put him into that auto and took him to the nearby hospital. In the hospital, no one was there to listen to me as I was a child, but with much difficulty, with a call from my father, I made the doctor understand the case, and he was ready to take the beggar. My parents also arrived to the hospital, and that beggar was treated ultimately by the doctors, and he was treated completely. After that, I was, with the help of my parents, I could start him a small business of flower selling, and the man today is sitting beside a temple and selling flowers. Whenever I cross that way, I am very happy to see him, and I feel a satisfaction that I did a nice work for him. So this is the way you have, which gives a moral lesson, as well as it has a logical sequence of all the events. So in this way you can write the story. Question from CBSE 2018 is: once upon a time, some robbers invaded a village. They started terrorizing the villagers by firing in the air. There was confusion all around. People ran for safety. The robbers wanted the people to hand over their wealth. Sulekha was clever, and she decided. Okay, so this is your clue given in how you have to start. What is the should be the beginning of your story. So you should go very clearly. You should know what has been given in your clues, and you have to proceed like that. You don't have to include yourself in that story. Already the main character has been given, that is Sulekha. How her intelligence, how she was clever, how she could protect the villagers from the robbers. You have to plan that story, and then you have to write it. So we can write that Sulekha was very clever, and she could hide from the robbers, and she moved out of the village very cleverly and reached the nearby police station, and she told the policeman what had happened to her village. The robbers had invaded, there were many robbers, so she needed the help of many policemen. So a battalion of policemen was there to help her, and they all came to the village. They surrounded the whole village from all the sides, and they were able to catch those robbers because of the cleverness of this little girl Sulekha. So for this brave, she was given the bravery award, and the whole village was proud of this little girl. So in this way you can just think clearly what you have to write in a logical way, arrange all the points, and then you write the story in a good way. So I hope you have understood how you have to write a story, and now you'll be able to write stories in a better way. Thank you, children.